So the competitors gearing themselves up ready at the start of action here at Hooton Park in Cheshire, just a stone's throw away from the Vauxhall factory outside the town of Ellesmere Port in Cheshire. So we're getting ourselves ready for a sensational battle out on the circuit. Theo Jepson and Elsie Gannon will have that front row of the grid from Hume, Joy and young Ethan Taylor. Away we go. Not a great start for Ethan Hume, having some problems off the grid, but a best start of all for Elsie Gannon. Gannon has charged forward to take the lead in the first heat as they get through the first corner on the first lap. So a good start from Elsie Gannon in front of Theo Jepson. And then we have Max Joy through into third position, the 55, ahead of young Ethan Taylor. And then Ethan Hume, I think, has managed to get moving after all. A very difficult start off the grid for him. So as Ethan Hume continues on his way back in fifth position, Elsie Gannon holding the early pace. Qualifying pace is not the same as racecraft. You've got to make sure you hold it into position everywhere you go. So Elsie Gannon holding on at the front end of the field in very neat trim, as things are going very well indeed for her at the time being. She runs there in second, in the lead of the race, I should say, with Theo Jepson in second, trying to get the move on her as they come down the main straight. And there is the opportunity for Theo Jepson to try and come through on the inside into turn one. And it's a bold move, but it's a great move. Up into the lead of the race goes Theo Jepson, having sat in second position for the entirety of the first tour. But now Elsie Gannon is going to have to try and come back, and is already having a think about it into turn three. Late on the brakes, and Elsie Gannon back through to take the lead, but she's going to run out on the exit, and Theo Jepson will be straight back alongside. Great racing between the two Bambino leaders. Gannon does hold it on the inside though for the left-hander. So very nice dueling between Gannon and Jepson. And these two young superstars in the making, having a terrific run. Elsie Gannon and Theo Jepson. Through to the hairpin at the end of the lap and across the line for the end of lap two. And Theo Jepson's going to come straight back in there to Elsie Gannon again down the main straight, using the slipstring to good effect. And he's going to take the lead again. No, he's not. Elsie Gannon goes longer on the brakes this time. So Elsie Gannon is going to hold on to the Indikart Plus Bambino lead for the moment here in Heat 1. Fantastic run so far from Elsie Gannon, is keeping it nice and tidy in front of Theo Jepson. She chops across on the exit of turn three. That's to keep Theo Jepson a little bit at bay. But again, Gannon is just placing the card exactly where she needs to be to keep Theo Jepson at bay. Just giving Theo a little taste of the inside line there. Not quite giving him the space to go through. Totally allowed to hold her racing line. She's the leader. She can place the cart wherever she feels is necessary. As they come off the turn again, this is Theo Jepson having another go. The first time was successful. The second time was not. What about the third time? No, he's going to hang back. Elsie Gannon's learnt from that mistake of losing the lead in turn one on the second lap. And she is definitely holding Theo Jepson to ransom at the moment. Gannon versus Jepson, a very solid start here in the Bambino first heat of the weekend. Out of the turn, back up to the left-hand sweep. Theo Jepson looking for his move, just can't quite find the opportunity. It's very early doors. You don't want to rush this. Still a long way to go in this race as they will battle away for position. The two drivers just keeping it nice and tidy up front. But Theo Jepson getting hungrier with each passing apex. Out of the final turn, down the home straight again. Theo Jepson again right on the tail of Gannon. Gannon looking just briefly over her shoulder to see where Jepson is. Jepson is right with her. Through the first right, through the second right, and up to the hairpin. This is where Theo Jepson looks very strong. He's been very good over the first two corners, and now he's going to make his bid into turn three. No, Gannon holds it again round the outside and makes sure that Theo Jepson doesn't have the line to come through. Very nicely handled from both drivers here. Jepson is giving as good as he's got, and Gannon is placing her cart in exactly the right position around the racetrack to thwart the onslaught. Very good work indeed from Elsie Gannon. She holds this from Jepson, then Joy, Taylor and Hume. But of course this is only the first heat of the day. So Gannon got the best start. Jepson is still hunting very rapidly indeed. Is there going to be another chance as Jepson comes into the inside line? This time surely he commits, and he's there, but Gannon's still there around the outside. Gannon trying to hold it right round the outside at turn two, and it's not quite enough. So Gannon has to let Jepson go by this time. Theo Jepson, determined and absolutely ruthless to get into the lead through turn two. I genuinely thought Gannon was going to have the upper hand there around the outside to hold the lead, but Jepson just forced her hand and she had to back off the throttle. And that was enough for Theo Jepson to take advantage and take the lead. So as he comes through at the end of lap 6, it's going to be Theo Jepson that will hold the lead now. doing a fantastic job so far as the contenders give us plenty of drama and suspense out there. And Gannon's coming back at Jepson. Gannon will try again here. Confidence into turn one. Thank you very much. Jepson tries to get the undercut, but Gannon is in exactly the right place to counteract it. Great racing between these two. Jepson tries again now into turn three, and I think he's going to have the confidence, but Gannon's going to have the run around the outside. So Elsie Gannon holds third position, holds the lead, at turn three. Very nicely done from Gannon. Max Joy is just trying to stay in touch with these two at the moment. But when you notice how tight these two are in terms of their qualifying times, there was only a whisker over a tenth of a second between them. But Gannon seems to have the upper hand in terms of racecraft. They come off the turn, across the line to complete lap 7, and it's still Gannon versus Jepson. Jepson trying again into turn 1. Gannon knows he's there. He's got a much better run off the final turn. Gannon's going to try and go for the switcheroo to retaliate, but this time Jepson has the lead. So Jepson takes it back from Elsie Gannon. Gannon's got a good run off turn 2, though, and she's got confidence at turn 3. So Gannon's going to get back into the lead again. But will she drift wide on the exit? Jepson's got a chance. No, so Gannon holds the lead. Great racing already, and this is only heat 1 of the Bambinos. They're having a terrific squabble, these two. Elsie Gannon in the 66 and Theo Jepson in the 14. Swapping and trading the lead every time they go into a decent braking zone. They come off the hairpin, onto the main straight again. And this is going to be Theo Jepson having yet another bite at the cherry. Down the straight. Can he have a go? In the first corner, confidence, plants it. Nicely done. Elsie Gannon's got a smooth run through turn 1. If she can have a faster line through 2, she might get a chance again into 3. She's looking good on the chase. And a little bit of a grass rub from Theo Jepson, but Gannon was not quite close enough on that occasion to retaliate. So they come back up towards the left-handers. Jepson's still protecting. Gannon's looking very hungry there in 4 and 5. They come through the chicane once again. Through the right, through the left. Lap times are so comparable between these two. Thousandths of a second between them on terms of pace. And as they come off the turn again, this time it's Gannon chasing as we go into the last lap, the 10th and final tour of the heat, and Gannon's going to have a run down to the first corner. Here comes the bid from Elsie Gannon, and she's through. Jepson's going to try and switch back. No, you don't. Elsie Gannon's taken back the lead going into the final lap. Through turn 2, Jepson's going to have a good run out of 2. Gannon knows he's there. And I think there's going to be enough confidence to run round the outside for Elsie Gannon. Brilliantly defended. Terrific from Elsie Gannon. Holds Theo Jepson at second. And Elsie Gannon, that is a brave manoeuvre around the outside to hold on to the lead. Another driver might have lost it there, trying to desperately cling on, but no, Elsie Gannon has the confidence and the peace of mind round the outside. Jepson is coming back at her in the hope that he can overhaul her across the line, but Elsie Gannon is going to take this just in front of Theo Jepson. It's a heat win, but she's celebrating as if she's won the final. Great job from Elsie Gannon. Really good race. Max Joy will come home in 3rd place in front of Ethan Hume, and then Ethan Taylor will bounce back in 5th position. What a run from Gannon and Jepson. Terrific racing between the two drivers. They really gave us great product, great quality there all the way through those 10 laps. Swapping the lead every single corner pretty much. As Elsie Gannon, what a great race between her and Theo Jepson. Terrific racing so far. And Elsie Gannon absolutely managing to overturn the pace that we saw from Theo Jepson in qualifying. There's still a long way to go, don't forget. We've still got a lot of things still to do. However, it's a great start to proceedings as far as Elsie Gannon and Theo Jepson are concerned.